Hi everyone, this is John Terhune. I'd like to welcome you back to Life-Changing Thoughts. Today's focus is on attitude. Today's title is The Power of Belief. I will tell you that one of the greatest things that you can do in your life to be able to create the foundation of a spectacular attitude is basically to believe in yourself, to believe in your potential. Now, I teach people all the time that I really want them to be in a constant state of reading and listening and watching to life examples of people who have made phenomenal impact on the human race, who quite frankly were very average people that decided that they were not going to accept average as the result in their life. They decided that they were going to have an extraordinary life, and they basically got out there and they led with their chin, and they went out and did some phenomenal things. When you start looking at some of the people who've done some of the most amazing things in their life, it wasn't that they were born with a gift. They simply went out there and they believed in themselves. They actually believed in themselves enough that they would be willing to fail on the way to succeeding. And I will tell you that the willingness to fail and nonetheless pick yourself back up and go after the dreams, goals, and ambitions that you have is a critical aspect of belief. You're not going to just believe in yourself if only you are succeeding. The real true test of your belief in yourself is how much do you believe in you when you are not succeeding, because as I teach all the time, success is more about failure and recovering from failure and rebounding from failure than it is about success. And if you have a high level of belief in yourself, it's going to be a lot easier to be able to bounce back from any failures that you have on your way to massive success. As you watch our life-changing thoughts, it'll become pretty clear to you over time that I'm a big golf fan. I wish I was as good a golfer as I was a golf fan. But I watch golf almost every weekend, and I really know what's going on in the world of golf. I know who the golfers are, the best players, etc. And it's really amazing to me to be able to watch these people, how very driven they are. And a lot of credit goes to Tiger Woods because he's really up the physical game of golf. And you look at the people playing golf today, and they're really amazing athletes. But I will tell you, there's a golfer out there today that is really illustrating the power of belief. His name is Jordan Spieth. And Jordan right now has won 3 of the 4 major titles. There are 4 major titles in the world of golf. And basically, there's only been 6 people in the history of golf that have ever won that. He has now won 3 of the 4 of them. And when he finally wins the PGA tournament, and he's only 24 years old, he will have been someone who, he would have been the 7th person, ended up winning the Grand Slam of golf is what they call it. Just an amazing accomplishment. I think we'll see him do that over the next year or 2. He is a remarkable athlete. But here's the amazing thing about Jordan Spieth when you ever watch him. He does not hit the ball the farthest. He is not the biggest athlete out there. He's not the strongest. There's no aspect of his game necessarily that really is the best, although he is really good on his short game, and he's an amazing putter. And there's a saying in golf, you drive for show and you putt for dough. Well, he's kind of figured that out. But when you watch him, you will watch a person and you will hear coaches who have been coaching him since he's been a teenager, and basically they will say to you that this guy, this kid, really came to the golfing world as the result of an enormous belief in his ability to be able to win. He has amazing mental discipline, and he has an amazing belief in himself. Even though he is not the biggest athlete, he doesn't hit the ball the farthest, none of those things that you would think would give people belief. He just believes he can get it into the hole in less strokes in every single 4 rounds of a tournament than anybody else out there. And many times he does exactly that. Recently he won the British Open, and it was absolutely remarkable. He was ahead by 3 strokes at the beginning of the day. He started off terribly. He had a number of different bogeys, and he actually fell 2 strokes behind. And then on the 13th hole, he hit the ball almost 200 yards off the fairway to the side. And he had an amazing recovery shot that ultimately led to a bogey. Most people, their belief level would have been such that they would have thought, okay, now I'm falling behind. Now I just hit this terribly errant shot. There's only 5 holes left to go. I'm probably not going to win this. Not him. He just had an enormous amount of belief in himself that's all has a foundation in his attitude towards himself. And he basically made a remarkable bogey on that hole. The next hole was a par 3. He hit it 7 feet from the hole on his drive, knocked it in for a birdie. The next hole, he drops a 70-foot eagle, and on the next hole, drops a 30-foot birdie to ultimately win the golf tournament by 2 strokes. One of the most amazing comebacks in the history of golf. However, what was it caused by? Belief in himself. He believes in himself even when things aren't going well. I will tell you that I want you to have an attitude that allows you to believe in you. Remember, golf is not a game of perfect. Life is not a game of perfect. Don't expect perfect from yourself, but believe in you. You are a miracle. You are an extraordinary gift to the human race. I want you to dig that extraordinary out, and I want you to go through life with an attitude of, I believe in me. I believe in my greatness. I believe in that there is extraordinary in me and that I can bring that to the world. You go through life with that type of belief, and I'll tell you one, you're going to see an attitude that is absolutely extraordinary along with your belief level. That is extraordinary.